Electric mobility involves the use of electric vehicles as a means of transportation. Electric vehicles, better known as EVs, are vehicles that are either partially or fully powered by electric power. As the world races to phase out internal combustion engine vehicles and replace them with EVs, Kenya is one of the countries leading this shift in sub Saharan Africa. Albeit the trend being a relatively new phenomenon, the country is doing better than most of its continental peers. Last month, Kenya's leading electric power producer KenGen unveiled the first batch of its fleet of electric vehicles as it leads the way in the transition to e-mobility. I recently caught up with KenGen's chief transport engineer, Mr. Fred Oloo, for the driver's seat in KenGen's electric car project. Morning, sir. How are you?
Morning to you. I'm very well. Thank you.
Please tell us your name and what you do here at KenGen.
My name is Zeddy Bariti. I'm the chief engineer transport. I'm in charge of life cycle management of these assets. That's basically from acquisition to disposal. So during life cycle management of the assets, maintenance and operation. That's what I do basically. We recently acquired 4 EVs, electric vehicles. These are SUV, that's a sport utility vehicle. Is Hyundai Kona.
Hyundai Kona.
Kona, yes, Hyundai Kona. This is a Korean brand. Is a good vehicle for urban drive and some bit of off-road drive.
Is it correct to assume that all Hyundai Konas are electric?
The Kona is one of the EV brands from Hyundai. So Kona is an EV. But of course, we also have those other vehicles, the internal combustion engine. So there are sort of difference between the two. First, one of the key difference between an internal combustion engine and an electric vehicle is the powertrain. The powertrain, I'm looking now at the prime mover. What powers the vehicle? For internal combustion engine, we are looking at a vehicle being powered by an internal combustion engine. Basically, you have an engine that uses fuel as a source of energy, right? So fuel in that case, you're looking at petrol and diesel. For the electric vehicle, the powertrain in this case is the motor. The motor is being powered by the electric energy from the battery storage in the car. So that's one of the key differences.
So the key difference is combustion and motor. Combustion for
There
petroleum.
is a powertrain. Yes.
The powertrain.
Yes.
So there's a motor, that's right?
In the electric vehicle, there's a motor.
Yes.
On the other conventional vehicle, there's an internal combustion engine.
What
Yes. Then with that also, another feature is on the electric vehicle, there's no tailpipe emission. You're not burning any fuel.
Oh, really?
So there's no emission. Zero emission.
Oh. So there's no exhaust pipe?
Yes, no exhaust pipe.
Okay.
On the other conventional vehicle, the internal combustion engine, we have greenhouse gases being emitted at the tailpipe.
So this one, can we say 100% or 99% clean? What's the percentage?
It's 100% clean.
100%.
It's 100% 100% clean.
Yeah. Tell us what you're looking at here and how is it different from a combustion-powered vehicle?
In fact, first thing that stands out if you open this bonnet, you don't see the engine.
It's empty.
Yeah, we don't see a place where we can do the dips to check the oil levels.
Yeah.
So there's no engine here. We don't have an internal combustion engine, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, what we do have this particular unit we have electric motor. But because this pickup is a rear
As
wheel
the
drive,
continent is awakening
electric
to the
motor is
opportunities
fitted
in the
beneath
EV
the vehicle at the
market,
rear.
electric
Does that happen
vehicles
for
will
all
be
electric
critical
vehicles, or is
in
it unique to
supporting the
this one?
continent's
No. This is just
decarbonization
unique to
efforts.
this one.
With the
It's
national
just
power
different
grid in
design,
Kenya
different
running
design
on
to
90% renewable energy, which is
drivetrain
more than
differently.
3 times
For
the
this
global
case,
average,
is
there
a
is so
rear
much promise
wheel
for an
drive. So the
electric
motor is
mobility
at the
future
rear.
for
So the other
Africa.
one, the SUV, is a front wheel. So you see the motor when you open the bonnet. The motor is just within the bonnet confinement.
Does that have anything to do with performance? Does it affect performance in any way?
Not affect performance, because just like any other internal combustion engine vehicle, you may have a rear wheel drive, front wheel drive, and all wheel drive, and an option of 4x4 you engage in need cases.
Okay.
So it doesn't necessarily affect performance.
So what item here functions in the place of an engine and the fuel? If you want to dip in and see the oil levels, what do we do with this one?
For this vehicle, first to some similarities. Let me highlight some of the similarities to what you see on the other internal combustion engine. First, this just a normal AC radiator,
Okay.
right? Then you have this battery. This one you'll see in the normal internal combustion engine. Then you have this the steering vacuum pump. Those ones you'll see them, right? So there's not much difference. Now the difference, and this is the AC, air conditioning compressor, right? So these are some of the things that are there in those other conventional vehicles. But now the difference comes in the powertrain. First, on this point, you don't have
powertrain.
Yes.
Powertrain.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have internal combustion engine. So in that case, our power comes from the motor. For this vehicle again, instead of having a fuel tank, you have a battery storage. Right? That's an equivalent of a fuel tank for the internal combustion engine. For electric vehicle, you have a battery storage. So as a fuel for internal combustion, the fuel tank for internal combustion engine stores fuel to supply to the engine. For the electric vehicle, the battery storage stores electric energy to supply to the motor.
As the fuel.
Yes.
Yes.
You get that?
Yes.
So that's what fuels the motor, electric energy from the battery.
Yeah.
So when you open this bonnet, basically you won't see much. There's no point of doing the dips for the oil. The vehicle is so quiet.
Yeah.
You don't have the complex gearbox for this one. Most of the electric vehicles have a single gear. They work on a single gear.
Yeah.
So the only thing that happens is when you're driving, it uses some sort of a software that now matches the throttle sensitivity and the motor from the power. The internal combustion engine, where for you to get torque, gradual. Yeah, you have to come from a low speed gradually. Yeah.
Yes.
But for this one,
Automatic.
yes.
So the main differences here is that the engine is replaced by a motor.
Yes.
Okay. And we also have the fuel over here and the battery storage is this.
Not that one. This one, this is clear as what we have in any other. Electric power, the auxiliary.
Right. So where exactly is the battery storage for that?
You see this big compartment. This one.
In the polythene,
is it gray or silver?
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Yes.
That's where we have our battery. That's the battery part. That's where we have our battery cells.
Sasa hiyo ndo kama tanki ya mafuta.
That's
ya
like
gari
an
zingine.
equivalent here. You may compare with the fuel tank.
Yes. So what item here functions in the place of an engine and the fuel? If you want to dip in and see the oil levels, what do we do with this one?
For this vehicle, first to some similarities. Let me highlight some of the similarities to what you see on the other internal combustion engine. First, this just a normal AC radiator, right? Then you have this battery. This one you'll see in the normal in the normal internal combustion engine. Then you have these the steering vacuum pump. Those ones you will see them, right? So there's not much difference. Now the difference, and this is the AC, air conditioning compressor, right? So these are some of the things that are there in those other conventional vehicles. But now the difference comes in the powertrain. First, at this point, you don't have
powertrain.
Yes.
Powertrain.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have internal combustion engine. So in that case, our power comes from the motor.
We run for, maybe if you're coming from here to Rongai, if you charge it, how long does it take to charge to full capacity, and how long will someone use, supposing the person is coming from Rongai, how long will that battery last them if they're doing to and fro every day from here to Rongai?
Make it easy for you.
Yes.
Let me give similarity with the internal combustion engine. If you have a small fuel tank vehicle,
How many cc?
Say a 600 cc, a Jimny double charge. That means you have a small fuel tank, right? So that means you may not go far before you replenish your fuel. Yeah. Same applies for this. We have a battery capacity, right? Which guides on how far you can go, and usually for that the range. Yes. In normal drive, I'll do 330 kilometers. Normal drive, everything, I'm not restricting myself. Pick up speed, I drive at my own convenience. If I want to overspeed and all that, right? So I'll do 330 kilometer range, full charge. But if I engage eco mode, that's just a driving mode.
Yes.
We sort of restrict some other functions, like it will cap my speed to 60 kilometers per hour, and also disable the air conditioning system. Then that will extend my range from 330 to 410.
410.
Yes.
So that's the total amount of distance that you cover before your battery runs out.
Before it runs out. And you see that I'm driving on eco mode. But if I'm driving normal drive, it's 330. But from the instrument cluster, I'll also be able to tell. It tells you how much in terms of mileage you still have before your battery service is completed.
Yeah.
So you're able to see what's happening. So that if you need to charge, you know you'll charge before you run out of power.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you also ask about charging time. So charging time, it also depends with the kind of charger you have. Like what we install at our installations, like Okaria and here at Stima Plaza. We have a 22 kilowatt charger. So you have a 22 kilowatt charger. Like this battery capacity is 65.3 kilowatt hour. So it takes me about 3 hours to charge this vehicle from empty to full.
3 hours.
Yes. Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah. If I get a fast charger, a rapid charger, it's going to take even less time. And this is one of maybe I would say another difference between electric vehicle and internal combustion engine. We usually say refill.
Yes.
For internal combustion engine, you go to a petrol station or a fuel station, 5 minutes full tank, right?
Yeah.
No. This one takes, depending if you have the superchargers, 30 minutes. So it's kind of, it takes slightly more time to refill as compared to the internal combustion engine.
Okay.
So for this one, because the battery is 65.3 kilowatt hour, it will take me using our 22 kilowatt chargers about 3 hours to charge. I'll cover 330 on normal drive, 330 kilometer range. On eco drive, I'll cover 410. So the SUV, that one has got more range. For the SUV,
what's the charging time for the SUV?
Because the battery capacity is more or less the same. The other one is 64 kilowatt hour.
Okay.
So 64 and you have at 22. So you just divide by 22. It's about 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So 3 hours to charge, full charge from empty.
Yeah. And
But-
are there any repercussions if you don't charge it to full capacity, or must you always charge it to full capacity?
Just like your phone,
Yeah.
it's only advisable to minimize so many charging cycles. Because that also affects battery life, right?
Yes.
Because if you have your phone, you keep charging. Today you've gone to 30, goes down. Now you want to move it from 10% to again 60.
Yes.
It's only advisable you try and do full charge.
Yes.
So that then you minimize the number of charging cycles.
Yes, makes
So
sense.
you also safeguard the battery life.
Battery life.
Yes, yes.
Makes sense. But I'll still go back to my question with Tongai, because I just want the viewer to get a sense of how much power this car can run on for a period of time. So maybe if you're transiting from here to Rongai to and fro, if you charge this vehicle to full capacity, approximately how many days or hours will you run for before you can
If you have
deplete?
330,
Yes.
330 kilometers, right? Assuming the
Rongai is around 22 kilometers.
22 kilometers,
One way, yeah.
so that's 44.
Yes.
So I'll divide that 330 divided by 44.
A week, give or
Yes,
take, eh?
a week, yes.
Yeah.
And if now you look at the cost savings, let me just do a quick math over there. So these are 65.3 kilowatts. Assuming I'm buying a unit of power at 25 shillings per unit.
25.
Yeah. So it will cost me 1,632 shillings to
For
charge
a
this
week.
vehicle fully
Yes.
to enjoy 330 kilometers, right?
Yes.
Now, let's look at an equivalent of this internal combustion
Yes.
engine. So I'm looking at a Ford Ranger. So I'm looking at consumption rate maybe of say 8 kilometers a liter, right? So divide this by 8. 330,
Yes.
the range divided by 8. That's
Right.
41,
Yes.
right? The current price of diesel is about 160, right? Yeah, so let's use 160 for purpose of just doing comparison. See this 6,600,
Yeah.
The other one will get 1,005. Yes.
Yeah.
So this whole about 5,000 savings,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
5,000.
Yes.
And that's why when you look at for electric vehicles, much as the initial cost of or unit price is
Yeah,
high,
acquiring a
but
unit.
the total cost of ownership is low, right?
Let's
total cost of
move
ownership.
from fuel to the cost of acquiring this electricity. The cost of maintenance is low. How much does it cost roughly to get such a unit? I've got that question so many times. How much does it cost roughly?
Just before even I move to that,
Yeah.
I wanted just to also let you know that the range for the double cab, the range is not standard. It varies from vehicle to vehicle. For this one, with that battery capacity, we're getting 330 to 410. For the SUV, we're getting between 482 560, depending on the drive mode.
Yes.
Get that?
Yes.
So the ranges varies depending on the battery capacity and also the drive mode. Now come to the price. Currently, it will cost you an arm and a leg to get one, right? But if you are, for those people who buy vehicles from showroom 0 mileage, the difference is not much. But for us, we used to getting it used.
Yes. Second hand
Ex
from
Japan,
Japan.
ex UK.
Yes.
We are very fast to make comparison with the acquisition prices from Japan.
Yes.
But if I'm buying a 0 mileage vehicle,
Yes.
then you can do some reasonable comparison. Like this one, this double cab did cost us about 6.6 million. But when you look at the category of or different models of internal combustion engine propelled double cabs, the price ranges from 4.2 to over 6 million, right? So this one is within
the range.
Yes, you can do comparison because in fact I did a comparison with one of the model that we used for modeling for purpose of just projecting our cost savings. I was looking at the unit price at that time. It was 6.05.
Yes.
For an internal combustion engine, 6.05. This one is at about 6.6, a difference of 500,000. But now when you project that over a period of time,
the fuel and everything.
This vehicle has come to the warranty of even a warranty of 8 years.
8 years.
Yes.
Oh.
8 years.
Yes.
So I'm looking at its useful life to be 8 years.
Yes.
First thing, now we are coming to operation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
First, we've seen you don't have engine, you don't have gearbox.
Yes.
So one thing that tells you, very few moving parts. The lesser moving parts, the better, because less mechanical failure, less parts to replace, right? Second, this vehicle, you can do single pedal driving. Single pedal, I mean, you don't have to engage the brake. You disengage the accelerator, slows down. So it's what is called regenerative braking. So regenerative braking is where the vehicle, instead it uses when it's moving, it's converting that kinetic energy. So like you reverse the motor to now a generator, to some electric energy that is stored in the battery. So it's like you are recharging your battery while moving. So it sort of adds your range again. Get that?
Yes.
So you have very little strain on your brakes.
Yes.
So that means wear and tear for your brakes very minimal and less maintenance because you rarely engage your brakes.
Moving parts of the vehicle.
Yes. So less moving parts.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You regenerative braking, your brake parts sort of have an extended life. Then another thing for this particular vehicle, unlike the internal combustion engine, most of them we do service between the service frequency of 5,000 kilometers or 7,000 kilometers, depending on the vehicle or manufacturer's recommendation.
Yes.
For this vehicle, the service interval is 10,000 kilometers.
So twice.
Yes.
Internal combustion one. Okay.
So if I compare this with one of the equivalent vehicles we have within our fleet, I'll do service twice for the other one, as this one is still moving, right? Yeah. And even if say I'm going to do service for this, it's just a matter of checking the other thing and the coolant.
The coolant.
Nothing much. For the SUV, even far much better. The service interval is 15,000 kilometers. So if I'm looking at doing a maximum of 36,000 kilometers a year, right? So that means in a year alone you have that vehicle attended to twice. And again, it's just a matter of checking the coolant and the system is working, functionality. Yes.
Speaking of service, do we have local dealers who can service these vehicles, even if it's once a year or twice a year? Do we have such suppliers?
Yeah, in fact, we were so keen on that because this being a new concept, we wanted to be assured of after-sales support, right? Yeah. And we were so lucky when we went out to tender, we got local bidders. So, like for this particular vehicle, we have a franchise holder here locally. They have capacity. In fact, they advise that if you experience any issue, and even if you read the manual,
is that
being a new thing,
warranty any time?
No, during warranty period for any component during warranty period, before you engage to do repair work or anything on that vehicle or component that has warranty, it's always wise to engage the supplier first before you do anything, because you might do something that might render your warranty void, right? So for like this particular vehicle, Jack, double cab. We have a franchise holder here in Kenya, so they are able to provide any sort of service that we may require. Same for the other SUV. We also have a local franchise holder here in Nairobi, Kenya. So we're able to get that support.
So just for other people, is that supplier only attending to institutional vehicles or even to Wanjiku? Anyone can go there. Do you have suppliers for everyone?
No. You see, for us, we are governed by Public Procurement and Disposal Act. So the way we procure vehicles is very competitive. So, and the way you do a specking, you want to do a spec in a way also that you may get some sort of support locally, after sales support.
Yes.
For an ordinary Kenyan, you have your choices are not limited.
Yeah.
You can check around and confirm that a particular supplier has selling a particular unit, they have capacity to offer that support. So the support is not limited. Provided you buy a vehicle, you will get that support from the seller.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your experience so far using this as compared to the internal combustion vehicles that we have in our fleet?
So far, the experience is awesome. First thing, this is just a pilot. We are collecting some data to do some bit of comparison and also to confirm some data. Because we have the manufacturer specifications in terms of those ranges I've just stated. But over time, we also confirm whether those ranges that were given by the manufacturers are true ranges and also the benefits that come with us operating these electric vehicles. So we are collecting data, but the experience so far is so good. One, the interaction with the vehicle, right? The vehicle is so silent.
I have experienced that, yeah.
So silent.
Yes.
The vehicle is quiet. That's one thing.
Yes.
Second, the vehicle is so powerful, right? Third, I don't have emission, right?
100%
Yes,
clean, yeah?
100% clean. Another thing that we also noted,
Yes.
you get people along the way when you're driving this vehicle. They're trying to overtake you. Just have a look at the vehicle and mesmerize. Right?
Yes.
You get somewhere, you park the vehicle, you come back, it's surrounded by people. And you keep asking questions.
But this one doesn't look so different from the internal combustion one. That one does, right? How do they make out that this one is different?
Well,
100% electric.
so from both sides we are shouting.
Now, kuna ile
100%.
exhaust pipe, where is it?
100% electric.
Yes.
You look at just beneath the chassis there.
Yeah.
Can you locate any exhaust pipe?
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what people see when
Yes.
they come close
No
to it.
smoke, no nothing,
Yeah.
no exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
And again, the vehicle is so
Quiet.
quiet. You would wonder
Yeah.
which kind of machine that
Is this?
Yeah?
You spoke about performance, and what I've gathered, first you might correct me on this, the moving parts are very few. You just release and put on pressure to accelerate or decelerate. So apart from that, how is the pickup compared to normal combustion vehicles? Are there other distinctive features that feed into the performance of this vehicle?
First, on the pickup performance, this vehicle is so powerful. And unlike the internal combustion in way you have to accelerate gradually to get the right. This one is
Automatic.
so this takes that one direct, just similar to what we're seeing here.
So this is the one that can be charged here. So you have
Yes.
to open the bonnet to charge
Yes.
here. Okay.
Now this one, you see the port is different.
Yeah.
So you cannot mistake. This is standards. You cannot mistake and couple it with the AC source. So this is a DC.
DC.
Yeah.
So the
this
front AC, this DC.
Yeah.
Got it.
Now started charging. And when it's charging, you cannot
Unplug.
decouple these chargers from this socket.
So it has to charge to 100%.
No, it doesn't have to.
Okay.
It's already locked. If you unlock the car, then you're able now to unplug.
So if it's not charging, it will indicate here. It's
If
check availability.
If I couple the charger, the vehicle with the charger, and it's still blue, meaning I'm not charging. Something is not right, right?
It will still
Until when
available.
for this design, not all chargers behave that way. Like the one that came this car, you just have this socket, so you'll have to find an installation for it. But this one will give you at least an indication something is happening.
Okay.
And on the other side, you see the battery, the charger.
Blue is available.
Yeah, it's available.
What does available mean in this context?
It's ready. This charge is ready to charge. Yeah. See that one? We have 2 bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's less one.
Now.
Yeah.
Remember, this is similar to what we have on the bonnet, right?
Yes.
This AC.
Yes.
This one is DC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So DC comes as special. If you come in the DC, what will happen is it will block this part as you couple the two. It will block this part. The plug will block this part as it makes contact with the DC bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like your phone, you cannot be charging your phone at the same time. You also need on a call, right? That process some things. So for this vehicle, some sort of safety interlock, right? For you to start charging, the vehicle is off, the driver is out, the vehicle is locked. So the moment the vehicle is locked, the charging cable is also locked there. The charging station you cannot unplug. So once you're okay, you feel you have adequate, some adequate energy, you unlock, then unplug, then get the car, right? This is the charger, right? This is the charging cable. Anakuonyesha wakati anakuja kuweka, you put on the other side to the vehicle on the charging station. Then you have the home kit. You go at home.
This is the home kit.
You don't get worried. See?
Wow. It fits into any socket,
yes,
really, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Then now you have your...
Now, because it takes so much power, won't it cause a short circuit in the house?
No. There's you bring a lot of current, the break will open, right? So another question was somebody asked, if I'm getting 65 for my consumer units, I have some outage in the house, it's okay, because it's just 1,500, equivalent of 1,600 thereabout, right? If I was to spend that on fuel, I spend about 8,000, right? So I'll still top up, buy more token, and still have some savings.
So once you start charging at home, you plan for the car as well as your home usage, right? Yeah.
Indicator? Okay, indicator new.
Umezoea German.
It is so effortless.
do you feel the difference between this car,
Yes.
the EV, and your?
Twende huku ndo tuhepe hizi photos,
Okay.
ndio.
Okay. And your?
There's a bit of strain. When you're picking, you feel the difference. This one, it's so fast. When you lift your leg on the pedal, it just moves, it glides. Mbele. Then there's no noise. It's just so quiet. Wow, I can do this the whole day. It just glides.
It's like you are gliding on the road.
It's so smooth. This one, even if you apply it long distance, the strain would be so kidogo because you're doing so little with the moving parts.
But what the vehicle comes with is wireless charging. So if your phone is wireless charged enabled, just place it there and it's charged.
You don't need any cables.
You don't need any cables. So for people for Samsung, iPhone.
But this is a very small phone. For the big ones,
it will fit.
It will
Where's your big phone?
In
the office.
Yes,
it's okay. It will fit.
Okay. So there's the spot for if you want to use a cable.
Yeah.
And there's this. What is this for?
It's for you to show you that it's charging.
Okay.
See, it's gone off.
Okay.
Once I put there.
Does this affect the remaining capacity for this vehicle?
That uses a little amount of charge.
Okay. Anything else that is unique to this car here?
Yes. So once you put, you have the drive mode. Just look at the screen. Once I press, it will turn into sports. Now that one,
yes.
When you meet the Subaru guys,
yes.
the BMW guys,
you floor them.
They will not be able to catch up.
Wow.
Then we have the eco mode.
Yes.
That limits the power.
Yes.
So meaning the charge that is left in the battery will be able to go further because the car will have less power.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's also a sports car. It has sports functionality.
Yes. So that is the normal drive.
Yes.
That
eco mode
it
and
has normal
sports mode.
It has normal drive.
Yes.
Eco and sports mode.
So 3 modes.
Yes. So for your local day to day, most probably you use the eco. Home, school, market.
Yes.
You do not need the speed.
Yes.
Yes.
But
when you are going to, let's use super highway,
yes.
you can put on sports.
Okay.
Or
so
when
this
you're
is
going
the
to
drive.
Mombasa, yes.
Okay.
Yes. You see, it has even given you the flag for racing.
Okay. Where is the flag?
Let me just check that one.
It tells you you're good to go.
And the good thing for you to know,
yes.
if you check the lights change. On sport it's red. On eco it's blue. On normal drive it's white. If you hotspot your internet,
yes.
or if you have a portable MiFi,
yes.
and you connect to it,
yes.
you can ask it and it will let you know.
So you just look at the screen and get to wherever you're going. Super. Music, do we have everything like the normal way?
Yes.
Okay.
Eneo bunge la Koloni. Kisa hicho kinaripotiwa kutokea siku ya Jumatatu wakati mtihani huo ulipokuwa ukiendelea. Wasimamizi hao wamedaiwa kupiga ripoti ila polisi hawakuchukua hatua yoyote.
It has all functionalities of a normal combustion vehicle and more and sports function, which is very key to note. Let's see.
button, start, stop. So this one we don't need a key for it.
No. It's push to start.
Okay.
Once you get the key, you just push to start.
Okay, that's it.
That's
Good
it.
to go. So thank you. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification.